What's up, J-Baes? It's Victoria James, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here and not yet a J-Bae, I'd love for you to become one. Click that red subscriber button so that it turns gray, and then you're part of the J-Bae fam. Today, we are going to be discussing Valentino Beauty. Now, I know I'm late, but Valentino Beauty is now at Sephora. So I am very excited about that. I did take advantage of the most recent 20% off discount to purchase a couple of items. So instead of me spending like a grand collecting every single piece, I decided to curate my purchase to include something for eyes, lips, cheeks, and face complexion. I picked up 4 items, as I just mentioned. I got the foundation, got a lip, an eye, and a blush for the cheeks. So we're going to be talking about all of these. First up is going to be the foundation. The official name of this foundation is Very Valentino Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 26 Light Lasting Perfecting Foundation. The shade I ended up choosing was DR2, so dark red 2. And I was kind of in between DN3, dark neutral 3, and then DR2, and I was trying to figure it out. I even polled my J-Baes to find out what they wanted. They were pretty much divided as well, but I ended up going with the DR because sometimes neutral can read a little bit olive on me depending on the brand's formulation of neutral, and I didn't want to take the risk and then have, because it's not available in stores, so I didn't want to risk having to wait a long time for them to ship me out the right shade. It took over a week for me to get this. I made 2 separate orders, so I got the rest of the stuff like in a couple of days, but this, the most important piece, took over a week. So I didn't want to run that risk, so I just went with something that I knew I could work with. I know that my face is a little redder than my body, which is a little more golden, but I am a neutral, so oftentimes I do prefer to pick up a neutral, but this actually worked out really great. I'm going to show you a cutaway of me applying it to half of my face. I used 1 pump to cover one side of my face, including my chin and jaw area, and I found that it is very lightweight. The pigmentation is such that you get medium coverage if you apply it the way that I'm applying it. You can absolutely spread this out for a more sheer coverage, so like 1 pump all over your face, and that will also work. I prepped my skin with my skincare and sunscreen primer. I didn't use anything filtering or smoothing or anything like that. I just went in and put it on as I did the previous day. I actually did a full day wear test on this, in which I was taking my mask on and off. I was running errands, so I was going in and out of stores and sweating a little bit, all right, and rubbing my nose and all kinds of things, just like life, and I found that this wore down evenly, which I really liked. I didn't get those lines of demarcation where my mask was resting, but because I'm talking with the mask on, it did rub in this area, and my hyperpigmentation did peek through, but in a way that didn't look patchy. I hope that makes sense. This foundation sets down to a natural finish. It is, you don't even need to powder this, in my opinion, because I am normal. I'm combo with normal on the most of my face and then slightly oily in the T-zone. And I don't have to powder this, but I did at least set in the areas where I was going to apply more cheek products like bronzer and blush and things like that. I did go ahead and set there. As I mentioned, the DR2 is a perfect match. I think it looks really incredible, and I noticed that the match is so good that I was able to rub my nose and not see a line. I was able to wipe something off my chin and not see through the foundation. So the match is really, really good. Just wanted to point that out. Next, I believe I went in with the blush, and I was kind of on the fence about this shade, you guys. I just wasn't sure. The official name is the Eyes to Cheek Dual Use Blush and Shadow, and this is number 11, but I do know that this is like a plum shade. It looks very bruisey in the pan. Like, this looks a little darker when you see it. Oh, sorry, getting a glimpse of my camera. But when you see this in campaign photos, in marketing photos, things like that, it looks really dark. But putting it on, it is a plum shade. It is a purple blush. So I do feel like this is reserved for darker skin tones. I don't feel like this would look very flattering for someone of a lighter complexion. It can look bruisey if you do that, right? If you're lighter skin and you try to wear this. For me, I think it gave me a really nice purple flush. It doesn't look bruisey at all. I also felt like it was perfect to use as a contour, because it's got that very cool tone to it. I used it to provide a transition for the glitter shadow that I picked up. Now, I do want to talk really quick about this little brush, this little travel brush, child. I hope they didn't want this. This is not a blush brush. This is an eye brush. So I used it to apply the eyeshadow. Like, apply the blush as an eyeshadow. I think that's what it was for. I really want to give Valentino the benefit of the doubt, and they were not trying to give you this as a blush brush, child, because where? But it is cute as a fluffy blush, eyeshadow brush. It works really nice for that. Packaging is very pretty. It's not heavy, but it's not, it could be heavier. Let's put it that way. It could be a little bit heavier. It doesn't feel cheap to me. It feels lightweight. So I'm not mad at it. I think it is beautifully designed. I mean, you've got the little rock stud as a button to open up the blush. You have this little chamber here that looks pretty cute. You know, it looks like part of the design that holds the little brush in there. The pans are refillable. You have the logo right here on the mirror. Like, it's nicely designed. You've got a little, let me try to put that in focus there, a little Valentino logo on the bottom of the brush, and then this thing right here makes it easier to hold as you're applying it as eyeshadow. So I mean, overall the packaging is nice. I think it's nice. I do think it could be a little heavier though, just to give me a little bit more of that luxe experience. The foundation, just to go back to that, this feels luxe. Glass has a plastic cap, but the cap is not like flimsy to me, and I really love the consistency in the design where the Valentino gold is here, and you see what I'm saying? Like, the consistency is really nice. So let's talk about this eyeshadow, child. So this is a glitter, okay? I don't know the official name. I can't see it. This is really small writing, child. I cannot see that. Ooh-wee. Hold a minute. Ah, okay. So this is Dream Dust multi-reflective glitter, and this is the green one, number 3, as you can see. So let me show you me putting this on, because I used my MAC mixing medium, all right, because that's my only glitter glue that I have, and it works really well for hooded eyes. So I put that on with a like a flat concealer brush, and it was synthetic concealer brush, and then use the same brush because it had the mixing medium on it to pick up the glitter. I will say this, very little to no fallout while applying it with the mixing medium. It wasn't until I started to blend it into the transition shade that things got shaky. So that's when things started to scatter and my eye ended up looking crazy. So I tried to pounce the transition shade on, try to make things happen. I think when I go to do this again, I will not take it into my crease. Usually that's what I do with a product that I feel is going to transfer, but I don't think I would do it the next time I apply this. I think that this actually does stick where you put it if you don't disrupt it. I'm not really that good with the glitter. but I wanted to give it a try because it is something that is a unique color to my collection. And I thought, you know, I don't want to spend $100 on that little palette there, that little eyeshadow palette, child. So I just said, let me try this little glitter out. Let me see what it's all about. I do think the color is very pretty. It's very multi-dimensional. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It just looks crazy right now. I don't know how to fix it. So this was a bit of a bust. I think if you're somebody who's not used to the glitters, child, don't even pick this up. Don't even play yourself. Go ahead and get the eyeshadow, or just don't touch the eye products. And just put the blush on as an eyeshadow by itself, because I think that worked out really well. So you guys, like, I'm not even wearing lashes or anything. I was going to finish this look, but I don't want to. I really don't, because as soon as I finish recording with y'all, I'm gonna take this ish off and I'm gonna just buff this blush into my eyes, and then I will put on the lashes and stuff. I'm not saying it's a bad product. I want to be clear. I'm not saying it's a bad product. I'm saying I misused it. And maybe another time, you know, because the sun be going down at like 3:55. So I have to hurry up and take my baby to the park. So we're going to revisit this. I'm not going to finish the video. I am going to come back, you guys, with that just more simple look and show you what that looks like. Sorry about the orientation, you guys. I had to stop for a Zoom meeting, and I went ahead while I was on the meeting and changed out my eye to the eye and cheek color. I think that looks super cute. I think these are actually, like, I want to get a couple more of these. I think this is really pretty. They have one that's kind of like an orange that I think would be really gorgeous as well. Of course, the Very Valentino shade, and they have like a fuchsia one as well. So I would really like to try a few more of these. I think this is a really good product for sure. Let's talk about the lipstick real quick. Number 407R is Play with Fire. And as you can see, it's a very pretty shade. I actually placed it on top of my go-to lip liner, which is Ground Control. It looks fine without it. I just want a little dimension. This is a matte formula. They do have satin as well. I think that it's very comfortable and beautiful. I think the pigmentation is good. Do I feel like this is something that you absolutely need in your life? Not really. It's not that it's bad. It's not, you guys. It's not bad at all. It's actually pretty nice. It's just not a, I have to have this. I need this in my life. I need multiples. You know, I might get like 2 more. So there are a few, but I lied. I'm looking and I'm like, okay, there's actually a few of them here. So number 400R, Roma Fab. Number 308R, Pink Posia. Number 409, Copper Couture. Now that is pretty. That is freaking beautiful. And Lyrical Red was a really deep, juicy, dark, vampy brick red. I'm giving that a lot, but it's a really gorgeous red. Then they have Very Couture, which is an electric red, and the Ode to Natural. That looks really good too. So I have completely lied to you guys. I'm so sorry. I have completely lied because I said, look at these colors. So the formula is really nice. Like I said, it's just, you know, it's a comfortable matte, and we're kind of used to comfortable mattes, and I think that's why I'm sitting here saying it's fine. Because I'm a little spoiled and I've had some really good comfortable mattes. It is a nice formula. I think the colors are very chic, and if you find a unique shade, then by all means, you know, I wanted to pick something that I didn't think a lot of people demonstrated on YouTube, so I went with Play with Fire. I think everybody has Very Valentino because it's like the signature red, so I didn't want to get that. And I didn't want to get the nude right away just because I feel like everybody is going to try a nude and a color, you know, so this is why I went with this color. I will eventually get these. I will say that I'm not going to like rush out and grab every single shade that I can. Of all the things that I have listed here on my Sephora Loves list, I think that I will pick up the Color Flip eyeshadow palette. I think it's going to be really nice. It looks like you have some nice basics, and then you flip it and there's, you know, a little more razzle dazzle. So I think that might be worth it. It's basically like getting 2 quads in one. If I think about like a Tom Ford quad, you're getting 2 quads in one for $100, right? $98 is $100, girl, after tax, please. So yeah, I mean, that's like $50 each. Sure. It's fine. It's not terribly expensive for luxury. The eye to cheek blushes, I have Fuchsia Illusion number 10, and then I have the Rosa Valentino red, and I think that's all I have on the list. But there was some, there's an orange in there. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna pull it up. Oh, it's like a highlighter. Okay, so number 12, Bright Dream. Let me just, there we go. Yeah, Bright Dream is giving you a highlighter. So that's pretty. Let me add that to the loves, honey. Orange Delight, here it is, number 7. It's a soft, delicate orange with light reflecting pearls. So it's a bit of a shimmer. But even so is the one that I'm wearing, you guys. It's not, it's not a loud shimmer kind of deal, but I think that's a really pretty shade. I want to try that one, and that'll look good on the eyes too. I want to get things that also will look good on the eyes. Very pretty, you guys. Like when I'm looking at this, golly, this is good. And it blends nicely. So I will say that, you guys, about the brush. I think the brush is for your eyes, because I actually used it to apply the you know, the powder product to my eyes. You see, it fits, you know, that little taper there, it fits nicely into the crease. Boom, boom, boom. You see? So it's, I think this is for your eyes. I don't think this is a blush brush. Absolutely not, friends. So yeah, I think that this is a really nice product. Out of all of these, out of the 4 products that I've reviewed, I like the foundation. The wear time was really nice on this. I think it looks really good. Like, I didn't even spray my face, you guys. I didn't even spray it. Like, it looks really good, right? So I like the foundation. I think that's really great. And I like this. I like the eyes to cheek. It's legitimately eyes to cheek, right? Which is why I think it's really awesome. The lipsticks are pretty. Grab a couple of your favorite shades. You don't have to go ham with these. I don't think it's the most groundbreaking formula in the world, but it's not a bad formula. These are cute. This, we're gonna have to try again another time, child. I'm not returning it. Like, I think it's pretty, but I'm certainly not gonna go as ham as I did to show you what it looked like. That's just not happening again. So overall, from what I've already tried out from Valentino Beauty, I think it's solid. I think it's a solid fashion house beauty line. I think the packaging is cute. I think people kind of gave it a hard time from the reviews that I saw. Maybe there's some other products that feel a little cheap, but these don't feel cheap to me. These don't feel cheap to me. Like, as I look around, like, this feels like the same weight as like a Tom Ford lipstick, you know? So it's not, no, it's not that bad. So yeah, Valentino Beauty, it's cute. I like it. I'm not obsessed like I am with Gucci Beauty, right? But if Valentino drops another product, I am certainly going to be interested. I'm certainly going to go ahead and grab it, you know? And as far as what is existing, I am interested, like I said, in the eyeshadow palette, more of the blushes, and some more lipsticks. We'll do that. All right, you guys, so that is my review of Valentino Beauty. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Have you purchased anything from the line? Do you plan on purchasing anything? What stood out to you out of the products that I reviewed today? And if you liked this video, let me know you did by giving it a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed this content. And if you are not yet a J-Bae, I would love for you to join the J-Bae fam. So go ahead and click that subscribe button and hit that bell so you're notified every time I upload new content. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I love you, and I'll see you next time.